James Lapton for Pro Boxing Fans. Delighted to join with John Docherty. John, how you doing, mate?
Good, Jamie. How's you?
Yeah, very good, thank you, mate. How's lockdown treated you?
Yeah, well, it was hard at times. Obviously, I kept on running up on my little bits and bobs that we could do. But it was hard going as because you're not in the gym, you're not with the lads, you're not having a laugh, and it wasn't nothing serious. Do you know what I mean? It was hard to get over lockdown, to be truthful with you. And as I was saying to another guy on this here, if you had depression, it would have been the worstest time ever because it was just you was not allowed to do nothing. You was never allowed to go out. Obviously, I've got a kid to look after, so I wasn't allowed to go out, do nothing much. Had to go to the shop by myself, come back. It wasn't just it was a very bad 3 months for me, and I'm just looking forward to now getting back into fighting shape and getting ready to go.
So how pleased are you now, obviously, to be getting out so early as well, one of the first people out in the UK, and how pleased are you to be able to get in the gym, get into camp and focus on something?
Yeah, it was good. Obviously, I've got a fight date to work towards now, and I've been in the gym a few weeks already, and I'm feeling fit already. And I tell you the truth, with you, I'm in better shape just now. What was the end of my last camp, because obviously I was keeping my fitness over lockdown. As a lot of people was drinking and doing such and such, I was always doing my fitness work, doing my weights, doing my shadow boxing. Tony Sims was sending me things over to do. And we always had something in the back of our mind to be working towards. You know what I mean? And we knew once lockdown was over, we was going to be straight in. And obviously, Tony's kept us in shape and kept us in the right form.
Now, it appeared that you was going to be fighting Idris Fargo, according to social media spats. Let's talk about Idris first of all. What happened there? Was there an offer sent to him? Was there, to your knowledge, what do you know about that?
He put on Eddie Hearn's Instagram that he wanted to fight Eddie Hearn's best super middleweights, and I said, yeah, well, I'm one of them. And it just went from there, basically back and forward. And then I told him what was on the Zoom video, and I said, oh, well, you'll get the fight offered. And actually, his team got in contact with my team and said, yeah, we want the fight with John. So that's no problem. And I spoke to Tony. Tony said, yeah, no problem at all. So we accepted the fight, and we sent them back like, oh, we'll fight on the fight camp. I'm fighting now. And then they turned it down. They didn't want the fight. We'll go on Ultimate Boxer first, and then we'll fight John after it. But he said on the video to me, he'd fight me first, and then go on Ultimate Boxer. I don't know when it's happening that there. And he said, yeah. And I said, so if you can put your money bets on, you'll do that deal. Yeah, and yes, no problem at all. I said, we'll make it a bit more spicy. I said, I'll bet you your purse I beat you. As a matter of fact, you won't go 8 rounds, I said. And I just knew on that video he didn't want to fight, to be truthful with you. And then when we offered him, he turned it down. So that's the last chance he's going to get to fight me.
So is that out the window now? There's no
more. Yeah. It wasn't even a step up, to be truthful with you. Obviously, everyone want to see me step up now and see what I'm actually really about. And he wasn't a step up. He just got come in the way of Love Island, his background, and obviously he's got a good following. So I thought, yeah, of course. But now he's got no chance of fighting me again. No, that's it.
Talk about a few other fights and fighters in your division before we move on to your fight. The British title is being fought for. Lorraine Richards, Umar Sadiq. What are your thoughts on that fight, and how far do you feel you are from that level?
I'm at that level now. I know I am for a fact. I've been sparring all the good fighters in that gym, and I know how good I can be. Do you know what I mean? And I think Umar Sadiq will he'll push him all the way, but I just think another guy will just his boxing ability will just get him through it. He is quite lazy, and obviously I hear he needs a bit more extra training. He's put the fight back more further now, and must be for a reason. But obviously he just changed trainers, isn't he? So that must be the reason. And I think Lauren Richardson will just it'll be a close fight, but I think he'll just edge it on his boxing ability.
You feel you're at that level already. When would you want that fight? Obviously, when would your team look to step you up through the gears to the titles?
Well, this is an 8 rounder, and if I could go next after this fight here, I'd go in. I'm not bothered when I fight for a British title. It's just sooner is better. If I can jump in next after this fight here, no problem at all. And if Lauren Richardson pulls out or Umar Sadiq pulls out, I'll jump in. I'm ready now.
Another guy, super middleweight, I saw put on his Instagram recently, Zach Chelli, said he feels he's the best super middleweight in Britain. What are your thoughts on Zach? And again, could that be a potential fight for you down the line?
Yeah, definitely. It could be a fight down the line. And Zach, I boxed him twice in amateurs, and I beat him twice, quite comfortable. His style is exactly the same. To be truthful with you, he's quite lazy. He wants to be boss, but at the same time he's lazy. So I do reckon I would stop him. Actually, he is tough. Don't get me wrong, but Corey Davis has shown that's how you beat. It's actually clever pressure, and he's quite comfortable getting beat. To be truthful with you.
And just before we move into your fight, a stablemate of yours, another super middleweight, JOHN RYDER. He's thrown his name in the hat for Canelo Alvarez.
Yeah.
Just how good is John? You see him in the gym day in day out. How good is John?
Yeah, he's good. His boxing ability is getting a bit better as well. Obviously, we all know he's tough and he can come forward and he can punch, but his boxing ability, his jab. Tony knows what he's doing with John, and John's been around for years. You know what I mean? And John's just getting to himself now, and it proved in his last performance how good John really is. He pushed Callum Smith, and I thought he won that fight. And I'm not just saying it because he's my stable mate. I really do think he won that fight, and hopefully he can get the Canelo fight next. I think the teams was getting in contact with each other, and I heard some such and such getting shouted out. But we'll have to wait and see over the social media. It's all talk to actually the pen to the paper, and then you can say the fight's on. But even if he doesn't get that Cam Smith fight, Billy Joe Saunders, I reckon he pushes all these all the way, and he could beat them. On John Ryder's best night, I reckon he'd beat anyone.
With John, is he a bit of inspiration? You know, we've seen he was down and out almost a few years ago. He was released by Matchroom, and then he's fought his way back to the top. That's
what you call a true fighting man, and Eddie Hearn kept with him, and usually Eddie Hearn, like obviously when you lose, you drops you. But he's kept with John. Obviously, Tony Sims has got a good relationship with Eddie Hearn. That's the reason why. But not even that. John Ryder has obviously fought himself back up, knocking a few boys out, beating very good boys, highly rated, and got himself back in the line for fighting for titles, and which he has. And to be truthful, I think he should be world champion just now. But he'll get his time to prove that again, and hopefully he can win it next time right out and take out the judges' hands.
And onto your fight camp. You're on the 3rd week, so 14th of August is your date.
Yeah.
They're saying Eddie Hearn's back garden. Obviously, it's right by your gym, on your doorstep there.
Yeah.
What's it going to be like to almost feel like you're just going to the gym, but you're going for a fight?
It's just going to feel like, to be full way, it's going to feel like a spa. But as I feel it's cashed in my video another day ago, it won't be like a spa when you're in there trying to knock you out with them with small gloves on. It'll be a different story. But listen, if I had to fight right here just now, I would. If I had to fight in a phone box, I would. I'm a fighter. I mean, I don't care where I fight, long as I'm getting paid and long as I'm getting nearer them belts. That's all that matters to me. And obviously, I've got a family to keep and a kid to keep. Do you know what I mean? So I have to put food on the table.
You mentioned there you could walk in there with feel like a spa. What effect could it have on yourself, your stablemates, and the oppositions mentally?
It's going to be hard to get yourself up for it, but I've got the right team around me to get me up for it when I'm in the change room before the fight. And listen, I was amateur, and this is going to be the exact same as amateur, because when we went to abroad, there was hardly nobody in the arenas. There was only their home currently, like just some few little crowds. It was hardly nothing to be true. So I've already experienced this, and I'll be going there to take his head off.
And again, we touched on it earlier. How pleased are you getting out again so early on? You know, obviously every fighter wants to get out. How pleased are you that you are one of those lucky few?
I'm over the moon with it, to be truthful. I wasn't supposed to be fighting until the 12th of September, I think it was. Something like that there, back to a crowd. If that's if the COVID-19 kept down. But now they put me in earlier, and now I can get back into full training now. Well, I've been back into full training the last 2 weeks, and I'm ready to go. I can't wait to get back in the ring and show everyone what I've been working on over lockdown. And I haven't just been sitting around doing nothing. I've been training. I've been doing my run, been doing my weights, and it'll prove on fight night. I'm fit, very, very fit just now, and I'm ready to go.
Obviously, everybody, all the fans in that, have obviously missed the sport, and you know they'll all be wanting to tune in and watch these when they do come back on TV.
Yeah.
Do you think it will raise your profile and your exposure because everyone's so looking forward to the boxing?
Definitely, that's what you get with this. You're live on Sky here. I think every fight on that fight counts live on Sky Sports. So I get a live slot, and against a game opponent. Do you know what I mean? And I only can see this fight going one day way, and it's a big knockout. And hopefully that does happen for me, and everyone sees what my boxing ability is about and what I can actually do. It's actually the perfect time for me to go live on Sky Sports, to be truthful with you. This is the perfect chance for me to show my skills and my power.
So your opponent is now confirmed as Anthony Fox. He's better than his record suggests, and he's come off the back of 3 very good wins. He's on the road, always the away fighter, but he's had 3 good wins. Just how dangerous is he to you?
He's dangerous, yeah, don't get me wrong, but he sometimes he comes to box and comes to fight. It just depends what way he's going to come. If he comes to box, he'll get stopped later. If he comes to fight straight away, he'll get himself knocked out very fast. That's how confident I am in my power. And I'm going to put a statement on. I'm training like a beast just now, and I'm going to put a statement on and on fight night, and that's stopping Anthony Fox. If it's in the later rounds or the first round.
What are your preferences if he was to come and box? Obviously, you're confident in your ability. You like to say that you'll either stop him early or late, regardless of what style he comes with. What's your preference? Do you prefer someone to come at you? Do you prefer to be able to box?
Yeah, well, yeah. I love people to come at me, even if I can't knock them out. I've got the boxing ability to box a 10 or 12 rounds. Like, obviously, people will see me come forward, knocking everyone out. But listen, if somebody's good in the back foot as well, it makes it a bit harder to fight. If Anthony Fox comes to box, which I've seen him box before, he's actually not that bad. If he comes to fight and tries to do what he done in his last fight, you'll get yourself hurt and get yourself stopped very, very quick. And
very finally, Anthony Fox, what are his best attributes? What can he bring to the table?
All he brings to the table is he's usually quite in good shape. Like, he's always fit, and he comes forward. But what he's got bad is when he comes forward, he's usually his face, and then you don't want to use your face with it. For me, in the opposite corner, his opponents will let him off for that, because his opponents are not very big punchers like myself. Everyone he's fought, he's never fought really big punches. The last boy he fought was, I think that's a good win. That boy's nowhere near on my level. And I'll prove that on fight night. And everyone thinks this is not. They don't think it's a 50-50 fight. They think it's a good fight for me. But I'm going to show you what I'm actually all about. And with me, stop Anthony Fox, it'll put a statement out there.
Absolutely, John. Thank you for joining me this morning. I appreciate your time. Best of luck for 14th of August.
No problem, mate. Thank you very much.
Thanks, John.